my brilliantly panicked viewers? We interrupt your regularly scheduled learning for a breaking weather event of planetary proportions. Florida has just been hit by the world's first ever Category 6 super hurricane. Yes, you heard that right. Category 6. A storm so massive it made the atmosphere file for emotional leave. We're talking about winds strong enough to unbutton the laws of physics, and waves tall enough to argue with skyscrapers. So grab your umbrellas, your life jackets, and maybe a snack. This is Professor Brain Snack, bringing you the end of the world with a smile. Every hurricane begins humbly, a cluster of thunderstorms spinning politely over warm ocean waters. But our Category 6? Oh no, she's no ordinary cyclone. She's a diva with rage issues. She formed over water so warm it was basically seafood bisque, 34 degrees Celsius, bubbling like your grandma's soup on a bad day. The hotter the ocean, the hungrier the storm. And this one skipped right past snack and went straight to buffet. Meteorologists are calling it the big spin. Winds spiral faster, pressure drops lower, and the storm's eye expands until it could swallow Miami and still have room for your Uncle Jerry's boat collection. On satellite, it looks less like a storm and more like the Earth grew an angry galaxy on its forehead. At the storm's core, an eerie calm. The sky clears, the air stills, and for a brief, unsettling moment, it feels peaceful, like standing inside the world's largest breath before a scream. Outside that eye, winds howling at over 220 miles per hour, powerful enough to lift trucks, uproot concrete, and send golf carts into orbit. And here's the wild part. The eye wall lightning is so intense, it's forming a constant halo around the storm. Like nature just installed LED mood lighting for the apocalypse. The storm makes landfall just before sunset. Within minutes, the grid collapses. Cities go dark, sirens echo, and cell towers vanish like they were never there. The storm surge rises 40 feet high, a living wall of water marching inland faster than traffic on I-95 during rush hour. Folks, it's wet, it's windy, and I believe I just saw a refrigerator fly past me screaming in French. I repeat, this is not a drill. You'd think it ends at landfall, right? Wrong! This storm is rewriting meteorology in real time. The Category 6 is so enormous, it's bending the jet stream, rearranging weather patterns across half the hemisphere. Rain now stretches up the coast to the Carolinas. New York just called. They'd like their sunlight back. Inland lakes are sloshing backward. Rivers are reversing direction like they're rethinking life choices. Thunderclouds are birthing baby storms. Florida isn't just flooded, it's re-sculpted. The coastline is literally redrawing itself on live satellite feed, like a toddler with a crayon and no adult supervision. Breaking update. The laws of physics have left the chat. Raindrops are flattening into liquid needles. They slice through leaves, glass, and even steel, like nature's angry confetti. Inside the eye wall, lightning is striking continuously, turning the hurricane into a pulsing electrical engine. Sensors are picking up strange magnetic readings. Scientists believe the storm may be generating its own charge field. Which means, my friends, this hurricane isn't just powerful, it's thinking. Yes, it's alive! And it's trending! And now, reports of fire within the flood zone. I repeat, fire inside the flood zone. Exploding transformers, ruptured gas lines, and short-circuited solar farms are igniting underwater. Whole neighborhoods glow beneath the waves, a light show worthy of the apocalypse. For a brief moment, fire and water dance together, a planetary tango of opposites, choreographed by chaos itself. It's haunting, it's tragic, and honestly, it's kind of beautiful. But amid the madness, there's humanity. People are clinging to rooftops, rescuing neighbors, pets, even strangers, sometimes with pool noodles and lawn chairs. Rooftop communities are forming. Families are cooking with rainwater and optimism. And one brave Floridian, last seen in Key West, was floating down the street on a door yelling, "I regret nothing!" Even in catastrophe, we adapt. We improvise. We meme the apocalypse. The hurricane is ascending. Satellite feeds confirm it's punching through the upper atmosphere. Moisture is soaring higher than ever recorded, freezing instantly. The result? A shimmering halo of ice encircling the planet. A silver crown for the storm that broke physics. For one surreal week, Earth glows at night, bathed in the reflected light of its own chaos. Weeks pass, the waters retreat, and what remains is unrecognizable. Florida has transformed into a mosaic of new islands, coral, mangrove, and memory. Sea turtles nest on rooftops. Flamingos return, emotionally damaged but still fabulous. And humanity rebuilds, this time on floating cities powered by tidal energy. They call it the Archipelago of Resilience, a new world born from one storm's fury. So, my courageous viewers, what have we learned tonight? That even in chaos, there's creation. That the forces we fear are also the ones that shape us. Maybe, just maybe, storms remind us that we're part of something far greater, spinning, shifting, and constantly being remade. This is Professor Brainsnack, signing off from the Eye of Curiosity. If your neurons survived tonight's forecast, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bite-sized brain snacks. Until next time, keep your brains spinning!